Hey you guys, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So before I go ahead and jump into today's day in the life video, I want to give a quick shout out to today's partial sponsor, which is NewAir, who gifted me with this really cool 19 bottle wine cooler. So this wine cooler can fit 19 bottles in it. It also includes an electronic temperature controller. It also has amazing humidity control, and it also has a cool blue LED light, which you guys see featured here. So you guys will see more of it later in the video, but I'll go ahead and stop rambling right now and hop into my daily routine. So for today's video, I will be walking you guys through my 6 a.m. yes, 6 a.m. morning routine. So this year I made a huge effort to start waking up much earlier, just to kind of be a lot more productive and more organized throughout the day. And waking up at 6 a.m. you guys has changed my life. So I'll typically get up, and first thing I do is I always check emails. I'll check emails for about 30 minutes and reply to them, and I won't touch emails until probably the next day, either like later at night or the next day. But emails are the first thing I do in the morning, and I knock it out. Then after I finish my emails, I'll typically will either, depending on the day, I'll either study or I'll film. So on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I will study, and I'll study for about an hour and a half before I start work, which is what I'm doing right here. And then if it's on a Tuesday or Thursday, then I'll actually get up and film a video before I start work. So it kind of depends on the day, and that decides what I do for that morning. So once I finish studying, I like to just get out the bed, kind of get my day started. And I always hold or put together my bed before I kick the day off. I don't know if it's just me, but having a clean, freshly put together bed makes a huge difference. So I'll do that, of course, open up the windows, let some sunlight in. And then after I get done with that, I love to actually write down a to-do list of all of my must-do things during the day. So I actually write on a list of every single thing I have to do during the day, make breakfast, edit a video, ship off some orders, etc. I'll do that. Of course, select some music to kick off my morning. I have noticed a huge impact in my day if I listen to music in the morning, and then I'll just wash some dishes. Of course, to start off with a clean house. So after I wash the dishes, I like to go ahead and make a hearty, healthy breakfast. My go-to these days has just been oatmeal. I'm actually trying to work on lowering my cholesterol, and oatmeal is a really good heart healthy and low cholesterol food to eat. So I'll do that almost every morning during the week, and I'll make it with cinnamon, a little bit of sugar, and bananas, either bananas or raisin. But it is amazing. I can literally eat this every single day. So I'll just do that, make it really quickly, and then I like to actually have like 30 minutes of downtime before I kick off my work day. So I'll just light a candle, sit on my couch, catch up on This Is Us, because that's my show. And then just honestly chill on the couch for about 30 minutes before I kick off my day. And my day usually kicks off at like 8:30. So I'll usually kind of sit here and unwind between 8 and 8:30. So of course, again, get up, put everything away. You guys know I am a clean freak, so I like to kind of have everything nice and organized. And then put on some clothes, of course, and then do my morning routine. So I'll just kind of sit here. I'll pick a podcast because I have been loving listening to podcasts in the morning. And so listen to podcasts, of course, do my skincare routine. I'll wash my face, brush my teeth, get my hair together, and just get myself together for the day. But again, a podcast is just a really good way to kind of just get some information and, get some information in my brain while I'm doing my daily routine. So again, just face or my skincare, teeth, hair. This day I was working from home, so kind of just keep it very simple. You guys see I'm just doing a bun, no makeup, and just leggings and a t-shirt. And then this is kind of where my work day kicks off. So at this time it's about 8:30. So I'll just sit at my, like the bar area right there. I'll, of course, fill up my water bottle to have a whole bottle of water ready to go and drink throughout the day. And I also like to start off with like a really healthy snack. So I actually have some sliced apples right there as well. So I'll just work and I'll work for a couple hours until lunchtime and just snack on my water and my apples. And that's my morning routine. Alright guys, so that is basically a recap of my morning routine. I'm pretty sure I kind of talked through it in detail in the voiceover. But it's really simple. I just like to just get up and get right to work. One thing that I really wanted to change this year was to be more productive, to make better use of my time and also find better work-life balance. And I say that because I feel like you guys know I'm a workaholic. I love to work, but it's really easy to get burnt out, especially if you're like me and you have a ton of things going on. Like you guys, I have work a full-time job. I run an e-commerce store. I have like my YouTube stuff. I'm like building a personal brand. Like there's a whole lot going on around here. And all of that requires a lot of energy. But I wanted to get better with like not feeling burnt out. And so the way that kind of did that is I started waking up earlier. At first it was hard, but now it's so much easier. And I feel like it's because, what does it say? Like, I think it says like it takes 21 days to form a habit. And so like I literally forced myself to get up just consistently every single day, to where now it doesn't really affect me as much or bother me as much anymore. And the way I get up earlier is by going to bed earlier, and that really helps as well, which you guys see that's tonight, like my nighttime routine. But going to sleep earlier makes such a huge difference. I will note, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it again in the voiceover, but just to clarify, my schedule depends on the day of the week. So what I did basically is I sat down one day at the top of the year and basically just wrote down all of my consistent, like must-do weekly activities. Because if you think about it, a lot of your routine week to week is pretty much the same. You know, like you get up in the morning, make breakfast, you gotta, you know, go to work. So for me, you know, I do all those things. Plus I know that every week I need to film and edit 2 videos, because I do 2 videos a week. So I have to film 2 videos and edit 2 videos. I know that every week I need to commit at least 3 days to studying, because I'm in school now. So I have to commit at least 3 days to studying. I know that every week I also need to, of course, commit time to the store, plus also time to answering emails, like, because I get a ton of emails every day for clients, requests to make appointments, you know, brand emails, just stuff like that. Like, so I basically made a whole list of like everything that I do all the time and that I do consistently every week. And I made a list, and then I just looked at a calendar and said, okay, I'm gonna do this on Monday, this on Tuesday, this on Wednesday, this on Thursday, this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I kind of just did it that way, and that really helps me keep a very consistent schedule, because I find myself knowing, okay, Monday I do this, Tuesday is this, and it helps me just like feel way more organized and just more structured. So I do try to squeeze in some study time, something for the store, and something for my YouTube channel every day. I try my best to do that every single day. So like today it is Wednesday, so on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays I study first thing in the morning. And then I'll typically I may or may not film during my lunch break. I only have an hour window, so it depends on the video that I do want to film, but I'll try to film like during my lunch window. And then after work, I will either edit or I'll do something for the store. That's kind of like my routine. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll get up in the morning and I'll film early in the morning. So it kind of depends on like what I'm doing that day, but I do try to do something for school, something for my store, and something for my YouTube channel every single day. And I also try my best to cut off work now at like, my goal is 8 o'clock, but it's more like 8:30. But I try, like by 8:30, I try my hardest to be done with work now. Just because I feel like around 8:30, like Dion's back from the gym, like we can, you know, eat dinner together. We can like watch a show together, hang out, like kind of just like have some us time before we go to bed. And also I have noticed that whenever I work super hard, or like I work right before I go to bed, I get worse sleep. Makes sense? So I try to just have some downtime before I do sleep, as opposed to working, close my computer, and then going to bed, because my mind will be racing. It happens all the time. And then I'll try to go to bed at like 9:30 or 10 at the latest. And that's one thing we also did this year, was to create like a set bedtime for us, because y'all, I'm telling you, if you guys go to bed earlier, you can get up so much earlier. So Dion's usually asleep by like 9:30. I'll fall asleep between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, but like 10 at the latest. Now let's pop back up at like 5:45, 6 o'clock, and I'll be ready to go. All right, y'all, so now it is time for my night routine. So typically around like 5:30 is when Dion gets home. So Chris will come in, mess with me, bother me, do his usual. But I'll typically be working until about 5:30, which is what I'm doing right here. and I'll, you know, work until I get off. And then once I get off, I'll close my computer and kind of just hop right into working on my I'll start working on like my quote unquote side hustle stuff. So I'll put my computer away. I'll actually kind of start prepping dinner first because I like to kind of have like work simultaneously. So I'll have my dinner cooking while I'm actually working on my quote unquote side hustle stuff. So I'll put some dinner in the oven, and then I'll just go ahead and just jump right into working on either editing or working on some orders, something for the store, just doing whatever it is, again, I'm doing for the day. So again, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll do studying in the morning, and I'll typically do editing in the afternoon or after work. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will I'll film in the morning, and then I'll work on stuff for the store after work. So I work for about an hour or two, and then I'll go ahead and just finish making dinner. So here I'm making a smoothie. This is like me and Dion's go-to smoothie recently. It's a bag of mixed fruit, half a bag of California mix, which is just carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli, a cup of spinach, half apple juice, and half water. It sounds gross, you guys, but it's actually amazing. So I'll just do that, make the smoothie. Again, that's healthy. Take my dinner out the oven. I didn't make dinner for Dion this day because he actually doesn't eat meat throughout the week. So he just kind of just does like either like a healthy cereal. He'll do like a protein bar, just whatever he does. And then of course, it's on our time for us to kind of catch up on our shows and just hang and chill like we normally do. So we'll just sit here, you know, watch a little TV. And then I kind of just go in the kitchen, of course, put away the groceries, or not the groceries, put away the dinner. And of course, end off the night with the glass of wine, you guys. I love ending off the night with a glass of wine because it honestly helps me unwind and zen, and I always sleep so much better after a glass of wine. All right, guys, so I'm basically done for the night. It is 9:10, and so this is kind of me and Dion's like wind down time. We kind of just like to just hang out, like lay in the bed, watch a little TV or whatever, just chill and talk and catch up on our day before we go to bed. But before I do, I love to unwind with a glass. I love to unwind with the glass of wine. Here's my favorite wine. You guys know I love the Stella Rosa black wine. And one of my new favorite things as a wine enthusiast is my new wine cooler from NewAir. And I love it so much for two main reasons. First of all, you know how whenever you go out and you go and like, you know, go wine shopping and you want to drink, you know, the wine that night and chill it or whatever, but you don't have enough room in your fridge, the wine cooler is a lifesaver. I just pop it in there like an hour, pop it out, and it's good to go. So I love the wine cooler for that. And also, me and Dion don't really have anywhere in the house for a wine rack because we have very limited storage and very limited space. So I can't actually really store and chill a bunch of wines. Like, I definitely can't do it in the fridge. So I don't really have anywhere to store and, you know, chill our wines and really chill them and age them properly. So I love having a wine cooler, especially the NewAir wine cooler, for that purpose. So that has been such a lifesaver to me, because especially like for days like this, whenever I want to just unwind and zen, which is almost every day where I have a glass of wine, I can just go to the cooler, get out a cool one, pop it open, and be good to go. So you guys, that is basically it for my productive daily routine from the morning until the night. As you all can see, it's pretty much go until about this time. It's a whole lot going on, but again, it also depends on the days. So some days are busier and some days are slower than others, but the key there is to wake up early, to have a steady routine, be consistent, and really just have a set, strict schedule, and also figure out how to balance out your work life and your personal life. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right now and just go lay in the bed with Dion and just hang out with him for the next like 30 minutes to an hour. And that is basically the night. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.